Hello everybody, Rusted Ground here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We're still in Lothering, and I just realized that we have some quest updates here. We have Soldier's Pass, Journey to Soldier's Pass, where the troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may just be too good to be true. I think we had that before. We had Soldier's Peak. The last time you traveled the open road, you caught a glimpse of a merchant in the distance. He appears to be following you. If you set up camp, he might be able to catch up with you. And then the King's Confidant. There are rumors that a fellow survivor of Ostagar has escaped the prisons of Ban Loren and is seeking the aid of the Grey Wardens. The Ban's lands lie in the northwest reaches of Banaron. The escaped prisoner has likely taken refuge in the deep woods of the estate. Journey to Ban Loren's lands, and this one is go to the party camp. Well, that's what I wanted to do. I actually did want to go to... Oh, here we go. Okay, this wasn't here, I think, before. This one was, but this one was definitely not here. Okay, so... You cannot travel at this time. What? Okay, I'm not really sure how I need to get... How I can get out of here, so maybe I need to go through where the... Where those dwarves were? I don't know, let's see. Let's see if this is the right, if I have the right idea here. Hopefully I do. There's something here. What is this? Rubble. Chainmail gloves. Look at that. Woo! Hello. Wait a second. Wait a second. Chainmail. This is better than what I have. So yes, please. And these leather boots, are these better than, are these for like Liliana? I wonder. Might be. She uses finesse, doesn't she, or dexterity? So maybe we should keep we should be on the lookout for boots that require dexterity, because that's what she would use. Okay, let's see. So are you still here, guys? Come on, guys.
Hello.
Shit, this lady. Didn't see her before. Okay, so we go this way. Yes. Gather your party and venture forth. Yes. But where? Whoa. What the hell was that?
Bad dreams, huh?
Yeah, and they seemed so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a Blight.
Is the Archdemon that dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you very much, Alistair.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okay. Cool. Quest updated. What party camp? All of your party's injuries are healed when you return to camp. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, gifts, give gifts, or talk. Okay. Party camp, enchantment, Bodam and Sandal, the two dwarves from outside of Lothering, seem to have pulled their wagon to the outskirts of the camp. You should talk to them both to see what services they can offer. Alright, okay. Cool. I see there's someone over there as well. The guys are over there, but let's have a chat with these guys first.
Yes?
I think you should go. No, I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Okay, what was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? What do you mean?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she's religious, so we shouldn't really, like, contradict her beliefs. I think that'll give us some minus points with her. I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry. No, that's no. Wait a sec. So what did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Wow. Okay. Jesus, that was... Okay, no points with her on that.
Yes?
Really?
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry? No, this vision of yours...
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamt of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
That's just wishful thinking, Liliana, and this made you want to help me. Did you hear voices? Wow, none of these, I don't like any of these answers. And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Yeah, I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Alright, ooh, we got some approval from her. Okay. Alistair, my friend, how are you?
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Ooh. So you said this Arl Aemon raised you?
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That's not what I remember when you telling Flemeth. Okay, that would explain the smell. I thought you were raised by the chant. Really, that must have been tough for them. Whoa. That's not what I remember you telling Flemeth.
Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard, and before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Wow. Why did he send you off to the Chantry?
Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Okay. That's a pretty nasty thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Well, you were only 10, like...
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Right, okay. Codex updated. Hello. Characters. Let's go. Alistair. So, his mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Aemon Gerin, Arl of Redcliffe, for a time. The Arl's wife Isolde suspected the reason her husband took an interest in the welfare of a servant's child was that Alistair was Aemon's son. She insisted that the boy be sent away to the Chantry. Right, okay.
Oh, why, you little...
What are you doing? Are you harassing? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Really? What a surprise. Yeah, it was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. This is gonna annoy me here because I have the specialization here and yeah. Anyway. Sten!
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
His voice sounds very familiar, man. Whoa, you know what his voice reminds me of, because I just recently played it? Drax from Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy. Man, if this is the same actor, I'm gonna have to look it up. If this is the same voice actor. Okay, are you alright? You were in a cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Okay. I've never seen a Canary before. Can you tell me something about your people?
No.
Great. Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Okay. You said you were in the army?
I am.
What made you decide to become a soldier?
Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did.
Okay, why would the Kunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
Okay, have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
Jesus. So you must know your way around the battlefield then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Okay, never mind. Are you always this bad about answering questions?
Generally. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Okay, what is your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry where I would say duty.
Okay.
As you
Let's
wish.
keep moving. This guy. Whoa, really? I got some approval off of him. Is that... What? Why is Morrigan over there? She really doesn't like anybody else, huh? Okay. This could be interesting here.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Didn't we go through these before? Let me see.
I cannot teach you, no. But any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp, provided they possess the will to even make the attempt.
Specialization unlocked. What? For... What? For her? I think I unlocked it for her, right? Okay then.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Did you grow up in the Korkari wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
Jesus. It's my favorite way of annoying you. You can probe me anytime.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
But you kept going back to the wilds.
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring, that sounds exactly like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive.
Damn it, you got me,
I played
Morrigan.
the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Like a handshake, you mean?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion.
Okay.
There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
But here you are now. Okay. Wait a second. Wait. Am I actually gonna go with I'm glad it worked out this way at least? I think she responds well to like appreciative words for her. That's what I think. I don't think a solution is to be like necessarily a hard ass with her. I wouldn't go for I guess it's the joke's on you, honestly, ever. The ones that I would go for is either yet here you are or well I'm glad it worked out this way at least. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go with I'm glad it worked out this way at least. It seems like more of a personal answer maybe?
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Whoa, that was a good conversation, Morrigan. Okay, we'll do that. Jesus. All right, now let's see here. What?
Good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Sure thing. If you want to stay, you're free to stay.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Okay then, let's see what you have. We'll talk to the boy in a second, but let's see what you
If
have.
there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Okay, ooh, hello. What's your story exactly?
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open.
Well, if you
I
like.
am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there too, merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost Glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tides fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay.
What?
Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city.
Okay.
They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse.
Ouch.
She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Yeah. And what happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me.
Okay.
The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
And now, here you are.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Yo, here we go. You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Wow, that was very generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments.
Cool.
He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Okay.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
That's good. Have you heard any rumors?
With King Caelan dead, the throne falls to Queen Honora. She's made her father the regent, however, at least for now. I think Caelan's father, old King Merrick, would have approved. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Okay, let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Okay, let's see what you have here. You have some health poultice, so we're gonna get that. Gonna get both of them. We're gonna get the lesser health poultice as well, all of them. Lesser kit injuries. Yeah, let's do that as well. Just to have them. Mabari crunch. No. Lyrium potion. Instantly restores a portion of the user's mana. I don't think we need it now. Concentrator agent. Okay. Sufficient purity. They may be used as herbal agents to concentrate the effects of many potions, salves, and poisons. Corruptor agent, distillation agent. This is like, wow, and he has 99 of these. Okay, trap trigger, flasks. Tome of physical technique. This tome gives the reader 1 point to spend on a talent or spell, but is rendered useless afterwards. 22 gold. Wow. Arcane for mages and for... Okay, interesting. Whoa, look at this. 131 golds. Gold, sorry. The Vishal War Axe, Dragon Bone, Tier 7. I don't really know what these tiers are, cause like, what does Tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mean? Like, my current sword is Tier 3, but I don't know what that means. So this requires 31 strength anyway, but it costs 131 gold, which, yeah. Okay. Sylvan's Mercy. Viridium. Tier 4. This is a mage item. Wow, you have some very impressive armor at the moment, by the looks of it. Dalish Hunter Belt. Dwarven Merchant's Belt. Increases monetary gain. Some rings. Cold damage. Fire damage. Nice. Runes. Wow. Holy moly. And then we have gifts here. Golden rope necklace. Grey Warden's hand puppet. Stick King Marix's shield. Alistair's doll. Alistair's doll. Why do they cost 0? Are these items that I'm gonna find in the world anyway, and they're just added in by the DLC? I think someone said so in the comments, that there's the merchant in the camp, because I have all the DLCs and everything. He might be selling stuff that I should, and I think I should find these, or Legion Mask, I should find these in Amulet of Memories in the world. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy those. Sugar cake. 50 sugar cakes. Jesus. Okay, well, if I buy all these sugar cakes, everybody's gonna be my friend. I'm telling you now. Like, who doesn't like cake, really, now? Well, maybe Morrigan doesn't, but we'll, you know, never know. We'll give her some charcoal if she doesn't like the cake, or some rotten onions. Uncrushable pigeon. What the hell is this? Okay. Manual Templar and Ranger, and a backpack for 750. 7 golds 50 for a backpack. That seems kind of expensive, honestly. Increases your inventory capacity by 10. Really? By 10? I mean, no. It doesn't. No. Oh, these come in stacks of 4? Really? You can only stack? No, you can't. No, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna have to sell some of this crap here. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sell some of these things, but not yet. I don't think I'm gonna sell them yet, honestly. Should I? Wolf pelts? Yeah, let's sell them. Let's sell the wolf pelts. Boom, just like that. Okay. We'll keep the rest for now. Okay, so I know what you're giving me. What about Sandal here?
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Okay, what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Okay, I'd like to see what other goods you have.
Oh, certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
Oh, now you're gonna show... Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. Quest completed. Okay.
Enchantment?
Yes, I want an enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Oh, here we go. Oathkeeper. But I'm not using this sword, I don't think. And then we have these runes, and we can place these runes on the thing. Okay. Okay, I got it now. Alright, can I get out? Yes, I can. Runes and enchantment. All enchantable items in the party inventory, including those currently equipped, can be upgraded by an enchanter so long as you have runes available. Select the item you wish to enchant, then drag and drop the desired runes into the slots on the item. Right. Okay. Oh, and we have this guy here. Who are you, my friend? Levi Dryden.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Not really. I'm Aiden, and I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy?
Nope.
We've known each other for years. But here
sorry,
I
man.
am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Okay. What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Okay, what happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I've never heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Okay. Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Let's go... No, not going to Soldier's Peak. Whoa, wait a second. What do you need from me exactly?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place... well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Oh, shit. Okay. How will reclaiming Soldier's Peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
But I don't want to go now. Your family's fate will be rewarded. I will help you, or I'll have to think about this. Farewell. I'm gonna go with I'll have to think about this. Yeah. Whoa. Quest updated. What? Soldier's Peak. Agree to help Levi Dryden explore Soldier's Peak. Levi Dryden told you about the lost Grey Warden base of Soldier's Peak. No one has been there and returned for over 100 years. Levi has found a path through the maze of subterranean tunnels to the peak, but he needs your help. Okay, so I'm assuming that this guy is going to still be here if we leave camp now, because I kind of want to do that, honestly. This is the world map. Okay, yeah, the plan would be to go to the circle of Magi. There's nothing else in here, right? This is our camp. Okay. Yeah, that would be the plan. So that's what I want to do. I'm gonna cut this episode here for now, and we will continue in the next one. Like I said, yeah, I kind of want to go here to Lake Kellenhad Docks and then the Circle Tower, and take it from there. Cool. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.